last week, Josh Allen still had close to 500 passing yards. Like, I looked at the statistics and I'm like, you look at the stats, the Bills won every major statistical category against the Dolphins last week. So even as good as the Miami Dolphins are, that game proved to me how good the Buffalo Bills are as well, because they were competitive in that game, and offensively, they still had close to 500 passing yards. Josh Allen had 400 passing yards in that game. That just shows you how good Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills offense is. Now, they only had 19 points in the game overall, but they are an elite football team. They are elite. Now, for the Baltimore Ravens, I think so far this season, Lamar Jackson has been sensational. He has 10 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 749 passing yards. He's completing 64% of his passes. So I think Lamar Jackson is an early NFL MVP candidate along with Josh Allen. So that's why I'm looking forward to the most in this game. We get 2 early MVP candidates going up against each other in Baltimore. Now, here's the difference for me. I don't believe in that Baltimore Ravens defense. These are not your father's Baltimore Ravens defensively. When I think about the Baltimore Ravens, I'm used to seeing the Ravens defensively being one of the best teams in the NFL, and honestly, the defense being the driving force of their team. In previous years, even when they won their Super Bowl, they had Terrell Suggs, they had Ray Lewis, they had Ed Reed. Now, this Ravens defense, to me, is one of the worst in the NFL. And they have been a team that has led with their defense. Now it's the other way around. The strength of the Baltimore Ravens is their offense led by Lamar Jackson, and the defense is the weakness of the team. You look at the Ravens defense so far this year. In week 1, they only gave up 9 points, but it was against the New York Jets. Not even going to talk about that game. Week 2, the Miami Dolphins scored 42 on that Ravens defense, and the Ravens defense gave up 28 points in the fourth quarter of that game. They allowed Tua to have the best game of his career and have a come-from-behind victory over the Baltimore Ravens. That week 2 loss wasn't on Lamar Jackson. That was on that Ravens defense. So I want to see if this Ravens defense can improve as the season goes along. I have not been impressed with that Ravens defense. Now, the Ravens defensively, they are led by Mike McDonald, and they got some pieces on their defense that you could say they should be better. Defensively, they got Travis Jones up front. They got Calais Campbell as well at their linebacker spot. They got Patrick Quinn. They got Josh Baines in their secondary. You got Marcus Peters. You got Marcus Williams. You got Marlon Humphrey. I think this Ravens defense should be better than what they currently are. But this is why I believe that Josh Allen will have a better game than Lamar Jackson. Because their defense has given up so many points, I think that Bills offense with Josh Allen and that passing offense is going to expose that Ravens secondary. I think Stephon Diggs, Ian McKenzie, Gabriel Davis, I think they are going to expose Marlon Humphreys, Marcus Peters, Chuck Clark. I think they're going to win that matchup. And I think the Bills offense are going to put up some points against that Ravens defense. I saw this morning on First Take, they were debating on who's going to have the better game, Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson. I think Josh Allen's going to have the better game. I think this is a must-win for the Bills. Because for the Bills, you start off the season 2-0. They go to LA and they dominate the defending Super Bowl champions in week 1, completely manhandled the Rams. Week 2, they dominate the Tennessee Titans. And so after week 2, I saw folks ready to just announce that, oh, the Buffalo Bills, they're going to win the Super Bowl. Let's go ahead and crown them Super Bowl champions after 2 weeks. And I said, pump the brakes,